It's another humid one today. The driveway looks empty with no cars. Usually there's two. It's been sporadically raining on and off. It was supposed to start at 2 at 10:30 a.m. We had a massive downpour for 10 minutes and then the sun and then another downpour. And now it's just overcast. I'm getting dick done at 3:30. I'll tell you why in a minute. So I got a call this morning slightly after 10 from Hunter over at LMS, and they said the parking brake cables are coming out in pieces. Oh, look, it's my sister. Hi. She looked at me like I had 5 heads and 3 of them were on fire. That was great. Yeah, coming out in pieces. Everything's seized, rusted, disintegrating. Turns out I was right, as usual. And the drive shaft did have to come apart at one end, I think just to be moved out of the way. And they found that the CSB is coming apart in pieces. It's totally shot, washed out, just donezo. Yay. So that adds 3-4 days, a couple $100. Don't really have an option now to do it myself because it isn't really drivable, and putting it back together would just be stupid. Half of the labor is already completed. So that part comes in Monday. We'll get a new CSB out of it. This thing might drive better than it ever has in any of my years of ownership, with stuff working and the steering now fixed, and I'm really happy about that. And I don't know, it's a lot. I really can't afford to sell this car. It's only worth a couple $100, maybe $200 to $500, and I have I can't do math, a lot more than that in it. So this may end up going to California, where it's worth even less. Like, people would pay me not to drive it in California, but hell, you know what? If I sell a car that I have tens of thousands of dollars in for $500, I feel worse about that than continuing to drive it and just use it as a beater to haul mulch, or take it down to places I don't want to park the M5 and stuff like that. Full exhaust, drive shaft. Look at that rust. That's good. New cables. Razvan and Sabrina are headed out, and it's a late night. It is after 1 o'clock. It's almost 2 o'clock, I think. We've been catching up, and they've been gone, and I've been busy and all that, so we've been hanging out downstairs. Today with the 3, it was just problem after problem. Parking brake cables coming apart in pieces, then finding out that the drive shaft CSB is screwed, so a new one of those coming on Monday. I don't really have a choice with that. And then, when I went in to check on things and film it today, we found that one of the brake lines is weeping brake fluid, which is not good. So they're going to replace that with the same stuff the M5 has in it that they did 2 or 3 years ago. It's the Porsche spec nickel copper alloy, whatever. They kind of mold it to form as it's being installed. They don't have to replace the whole line, they can weld it. So that's being done too. So of course the small job turns into a much bigger job. That's the way it goes when you have a car that old with that many miles on it and that much rust underneath. So that's the update there. It was a fun day. We had pizza tonight. Alex was here. And now I'm tired and it's late. I'm going to get to bed and enjoy Saturday tomorrow. So I hope you guys had a fun day and a good week, and we'll talk Saturday. Good night.